everyone. I wasn't gonna put on lipstick today, but the weather is bad and the lighting is crap, and it looked like I didn't have lips, so got sporty cat and lipstick with my scissors hair clip. Today is Thursday. I have no idea what day of the week it's been all week. This week it's Thursday, February 19th. I'm feeling real sluggish and right on the edge of irritable, so I'm sorry if the energy is weird. I'm not quite cranky yet, but I could get there really easily, and I don't like being there. We've been having really warm weather all week, which has been great. It is currently raining in February, and by tomorrow we should be back down into normal Michigan February temperatures, which, I mean, it's Michigan in February. I should expect, 30 some degrees and not complain about it, but I really like it being warmer. Just kind of over winter. I would say this week has been pretty good in general, despite how I'm feeling today, and I think that's just the gray skies and rainy weather. On Sunday, went over to a friend's house with some other friends. We had like a waffle brunch and really good conversation, and I watched Pulp Fiction for the first time. Not that any of the movie was a surprise to me because it is very old and I knew everything was going to happen. I just hadn't watched it before. And not yesterday, still don't know what day of the week it is. On Tuesday, I went over to a friend's house and watched Knives Out, finally. I've been watching those movies in reverse order. And I think Wake Up Dead Man, which was the first one I saw, is probably my favorite at this point, although Knives Out is a very close second. And I did like Glass Onion, but I do think it was kind of like the weakest of the three. But the hot movie takes from from me. And I apologize if I sound a little throaty and clear my throat a little bit. With the weather warming up, it did trigger my allergies, so I'm kind of froggy and sniffly, as is my cat Jack, who you might hear snoring over there. He is on my art desk currently on top of a blanket because he was just dripping snot onto my sketchbooks. And he does have some allergy medication coming sometime today, so don't worry, he's okay. He's just sleepy like me. Tuesday was a nice day. I got out and took a walk at the park. As much as I've been saying I wanted warm weather, I did have to drag myself out of the house. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later because that kind of brought up a topic of conversation for myself. Last night I went roller skating, which is really fun. I have brand new obnoxiously pink skates that I love very much. I do have a blister on my right ankle this morning, but I just need to put some moleskin on it before I go skating next time. My skates are not broken in yet, so it's not too bad. We'll say with like all of the stuff I've been doing this week, despite how I'm feeling today, it's been really good. I did Sunday come to the realization that my friends actually do enjoy being around me and spending time with me, and that is a victory for me. I've fought very hard to be able to believe that, and that's just childhood trauma and depression and anxiety talking. So that for me is a huge victory. Love my friends. I love being around them, and it felt really good to realize that I believe that they enjoy being around me too. Like, why would somebody hang out with you if they didn't want to be around you? This is kind of crazy, but knowing something intellectually and feeling it emotionally are very different things. So that was a huge step. And I really like that. Around the house, I've been getting stuff done as well. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a quick. I've been doing stuff as well. I think I said last time I've been moving everything around in my house, but I hurt my back and then I got norovirus and got sick. I had ordered some IKEA shelves for, which basically I'm going to call the library, which is the biggest room downstairs. And I got those finally built this week. They've only been sitting there for like a month and a half. And that felt really good to get that done. My house is finally back on track to being put back in order. Been driving me a little crazy that it's been messy to the point where it looks like it's never filthy, disgusting in here or anything like that. But back when I was really, really depressed, I couldn't keep up with housework. So my brain gets a little touchy when things start getting a little too far in a state of disarray. Like I said, it's never filthy in here, but I am not like spick and span and spotless like that. That's just not me. Like it's gonna be a little messy in here, but not gross. And it was just kind of getting a little too messy because I couldn't like keep up with housework while I was hurt and sick. So it's back on track, and that does help significantly make me feel better. I feel like I'm not just letting things go and things aren't careening out of control, I guess is the way to put that. Art stuff, I did on a whim while I was at Meijer grocery shopping. I bought some sticker paper, and I did order some better sticker paper and some like vinyl sheets to go over it, like sparkly stuff. I'd like to kind of toy around making some of my own stickers. Small quantities, like I don't want to order from one of the big sticker companies. I don't have enough people who are gonna want stickers from me. But I might see if I can get some, like make some stickers. Like I've got this one sketch I did of Slippy Toad. And I think he'd be a real cute sticker, so I think I want to like finish him up and do a test print of some stickers, see if that's something I can do. I do have an Etsy shop that has been closed for a long time that I might revamp and like maybe sell small runs of stickers on. We'll see if there's anything I like. I'd like to get some of my characters, not just fan art, but I know fan art might sell a little bit better right now for me. Again, art-wise, I have sketchbooks going. I started this sketchbook on Christmas Day. I'm almost to the end of it, and it's only 50 pages, but I'm kind of impressed with the speed I've gone through this. You can see all my crazy stickers. I've got this Possumapede and R-Wing. Oh, what else I got in here? Big Butt Club, because it's me. And then to kind of get myself excited to finish that sketchbook, I prepped my next sketchbook, which is 100 pages, so it'll take me longer. And I just realized I've got Pickle Slut and Book Slut on this, so unintentional. Whoops, saying some things about myself there, I guess. I haven't done any art or sketching this week, which bothers me a little bit, but I have been doing other things like getting shelves built and going out and talking to people. I have been doing some collages in my personal journal. Like this was the one from yesterday. Like not a lot of thought goes into it. I just have a lot of ephemera, I guess they call it, lying around, and some old what's it, scrapbook papers, like these. It's just like a little booklet of paper. I've got some of that lying around. It's been slapping that together. It's like not a lot of thought to it, just whatever triggers my brain on that day, and that's good low stress for me. So bringing up a topic I kind of touched on earlier, talking about like that walk I took on Tuesday. Like I had been saying for a good month and a half that I want the weather to warm up so I can go take a walk outside, because it's been so cold and I don't want to go out, and getting on the treadmill is really, really boring to me. And then we had a couple nice days of weather and I still wasn't leaving the house. And Tuesday I'm like, okay, get your butt outside. And it was really great. It was good to take a walk. I really wanted to do it, but I just wasn't doing it. And kind of triggered some thoughts in me of like, I've got this real, I can do it tomorrow kind of thinking. Except that I got to stop that, because nothing ever gets done because it's never tomorrow. It's always today. And then like, I've got this pile of yesterdays, where things still didn't get done. So it's like I talk a lot and I never do anything. And I don't like that because I don't want to just talk myself until I'm dead, and never have done anything. Because I really do want to do the things. I think there's an element of fear to that. But it's like, I need to take the time to do the things, not make the time. I have the time. I'm just not using it. I sit in front of my stupid computer over here and watch YouTube videos and like refresh Tumblr a million times, not actually accomplishing anything and just being tired and bored. And I feel like I'm trapped in this comfort zone of not doing anything because it's easier to just like talk about it and be like, oh yeah, I'd like to do that. Or these are the things I would like to do, or I've got this plan to do the thing, but then you never do it because it's scary to actually do the thing. And like, you're waiting for the perfect moment and there's never gonna be one of those, which is why I'm here at the age of 46, never having really accomplished much of anything, and I don't like that. I had a joke with my therapist when I was back in therapy. It's like, you know, the wizard is not coming to save me. Nobody's coming to change my life for me. I have to actually do the work myself. And again, we're talking about that, knowing something intellectually, but emotionally accepting that. It's kind of like, yeah, I know that nobody's going to do that, but then I have to take responsibility for myself, and that's scary. But then I like trip myself up because I'm older, and it's like, oh, well, now it's too late, but it's not. Just because you're older than you thought you would be when you started something, shouldn't stop you from trying to do it at all. Like, just because I didn't do it when I was younger doesn't mean I can't do it now. Like, yeah, I don't have as much time, but like, you never know how much time you have. And I'd rather put in the effort. Even if I don't accomplish it, I'd like to actually have made some effort toward trying to do it, instead of just sitting here like, I'd like to, and then like never doing anything, because that really sucks. I don't like that feeling. I don't want to be one of those people who talks about it all the time and never does anything. Like, I sketch, I do some stuff, but like, I'm not actually working on the things I want to work on, and I really want to prioritize that. Like, I can take, I don't know, start off with an hour every day off of that. Like, I don't need to be on that all the time. You know, I spend so much time on the computer anymore. It's not fun anymore. It was when I was younger, but I like having access to the internet, but there's just a lot of time sinks anymore. It's not fun. You're not connecting with people like we were. But anyway, moving on from Kat tries to talk herself into actually doing stuff. What inspired me this week? Honestly, not much. Still been fun to revisit some old interests. I did get on eBay and I found these old Tailspin comics that I never owned when I was a kid. Kind of coming off my Tailspin inspiration, I guess I'm gonna call it. But I still like, this is still cool. I mean, Tailspin definitely was one of the things that inspired me when I was a kid, to start drawing. I mean, I was drawing before that, but it was one of the ones that grabbed me a lot. And like, yeah, not much is, like, I haven't had any big inspiration moments this week. Not like those big, exciting moments. But like that kind of inspiration isn't sustainable, really, because you'd have to like, you all right, buddy? Yeah, there's a big sneeze. Yeah, okay. Like those, it's not sustainable. Like, you can have this big excitement, but you need to take like little moments and then keep going after the initial excitement has faded. And I think like, I know I'm very attracted to those big moments of excitement, like, ooh, this is really fun, and that's cool. But then like, still need to see it through to the end. Like, that initial excitement isn't gonna see you through. So oh, buddy, I really hope his sounds aren't picking up on the camera. It sounds pretty gross. But anyway, it's kind of it for me blabbing. On to books. I did finally finish Making Money by Terry Pratchett. I put the dust cover back on. It didn't take me long once I sat down to actually read it. It was pretty good. I think this is the third time I've read this one. I remembered exactly one scene from this book. So that's how well I've retained that, but it was still really, really good. I am taking a slight Discworld break so I don't burn out. I've got 3 more Discworld proper books and then the 5 Tiffany Aching books to read. And that won't take me very long, but I just wanted to read something else. I have a pile of books sitting around. I started Butter by Asako Yuzuki, translated from the Japanese. I do love reading a lot of Japanese books. I've read a lot of Haruki Murakami. Sayaka Murata has been a recent favorite. There've been a couple other ones. I just find them interesting. It's a lot different culturally than a lot of the stuff we get in the US or that was written in the UK. I'm gonna admit, this one sounds really interesting. I had a real hard time in the first 30 pages. It is written from the point of view of a Japanese woman. And there's a lot of real talking about stuff about the expectations of a woman. And I know like they are coming at it from a Japanese cultural standpoint, but I think a lot of it is applicable to the US as well, just seen through a different lens. They're talking about like a woman should never be heavier than X number of, well, they use kilograms. I had to look it up in pounds and I was a little insulted. And then talking about how women need to present themselves and act, behave. And it's just, it's like, it's a lot of garbage. And I know that like, is somebody who's recovering from, who's gone through having an eating disorder that was a little rough to get into. I thought I was gonna have to abandon the book for a while. There's enough in it that I'm only this far through. They'll probably keep going. We'll see. It's rather chunky for a Japanese book or Japanese novel, but we'll see. Like there's enough in it keeping me going, but occasionally when she starts talking about society's expectations for women, I start feeling like I have to like put it down and read something else, but we'll see. So far. But anyway, that's it for right now, I guess. A little bit rambly, but that's where we are. We'll see. No, I would like to stop feeling sluggish and unmotivated. And that is very much how I'm feeling today. I woke up, like I went to bed last night, like I feel really good because I went roller skating and I felt great. And I'm going to keep doing that. And then I woke up this morning and it was gross and rainy and I'm just like, I want to stay in bed all day and I can't do that. So here's hoping I perk up a little bit. I think the rain is going to stop here pretty soon and we might get some sunshine later. Maybe that'll perk me up. Also, I should stay off that for a while and actually like try to work on some stuff. I did buy myself some like little digital timers, so I can basically get like make myself take an hour. Like I'm gonna sit down between, I don't know, 5 and 6 and work on stuff. And then this way I don't have to have my phone, because the second I touch my phone, it's all over. Even though I've deleted like most of the apps that were on there at this point, I still like pick it up and open every app I still have on there, including the weather app, in my email to see if there's anything interesting, and there never is, and it's just a big time waste. So again, it's not making time, it's taking time. This has been your Cat's Very Tired, half-assed, emotional speech of the week. Anyway, love y'all. Hope you've been having a good one. Bye. And here's my library wall with the bookshelves, just these 2 big ones. I've had that one with the glass door on it for a while. You can see it's still in the process of getting organized. Got all my Terry Pratchett's here. got Mr. Edgar Allan Crow. The boys knocked him off the last bookshelf, so he's looking a little more ragged than he was, but yeah, you can see some of the stuff I read. And again, oh, there's my Kindle that I haven't used in over a year. And a whole bunch of mess. And this is all art books. This is Jack sleeping on my art desk. Let me say, just take the blanket off there so he stopped sleeping on it. I put the blanket on there because he was already sleeping on it. And I can wash the blanket, but it's harder to wash my sketchbooks. But there's my old man. He's gonna be 13 in July. My little void man. Love him a bunch. I have 2 more kitties. Orange boy right here. This is Pippin, sweetest boy ever. This is Rowan, who is my little baby man. And by little baby man, I mean he's 17 pounds and screams at me constantly. He is Mama's little problem, and I love him so much. Yes, I do. And this is Kaz. He and Rowan, we call them the twins. They are technically just litter mates, but they are very hard to tell apart. So no, this is not the same cat. This is Kaz. Also known as Dirty Pete's, because he is the king of crime. Don't let this cute act fool you. No.